So this is it, last time. So 5 reasons to come into store. These are my 5 picks for Oligarch. The first pick was this one here. This was from the winter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
this is Torc.
It is Torc.
From Boadicea, they're victorious, huge UK house. Massive, they pumped out heaps.
I'm a sucker for, so why? I'm a sucker for gourmands. I love a beautiful gourmand. Then the longevity on it was awesome. The silage on it was beautiful. And the fragrance itself is on point. It's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Second pick,
what was that? Second pick was, so that was the Psychedelique by Jovoy, Paris.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to put the prices up. For the price, you are getting an exceptional perfume.
Intense, very, very strong.
If you remember when you first sprayed it, I was like, ooh, that's a bit strong. It was very smoky, and I was like a little bit like, that's a really punchy fragrance. It settles beautifully. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Big recommendation, big recommendation.
Jovoy, most known for their use of patchouli, and this model, the Psychedelique, the best patchouli.
Right. Yeah. Gorgeous fragrance. Strongly recommended.
Third up is, in the third video, we've got the Sultan by Royal Crown. This one, when you wore it, you got that vanilla tobacco from it, right? Yeah.
After we finished filming and you've seen those sexy B-roll shots, you know, the bottle and the lights and everything else. So I had the opportunity, Kevin was gracious enough to allow us to take these fragrances back to our office so that we could film them. Now, I owned up to Kevin when I returned them, saying that we did spray. We did actually spray it on ourselves and sort of to see what it was like. And one of my camera guys, he couldn't stop talking about it. To the point, he's like, I'll go half with you. I'll go
to buy it.
To buy it. So this is one gorgeous, sexy, masculine.
What's his name?
Farron.
Farron, NFC 10. You can get yourself.
There you go.
Last one we have is the Turath by Spirit of Dubai.
So I like the thought. Okay, so because it's a Middle Eastern or Arabic perfume, I do want to have some oud in there.
Yes.
I want to have it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You've sold me on oud. Yeah. All right. Now their oud is, I'm not at that level yet, so I'm not gangster enough that I can
wear that very overpowering.
I can't do it. But this one here on the dry down, I think I mentioned it in the video. It has an element of oud to it.
Yeah.
And I like it. Actually, there's a freshness to it.
To be quite honest, usually it's very hard to describe a fragrance like this where they layer it quite complex.
Very complex.
You remember something where they've got to try to, if you can make it into the store, get your nose on these.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, these are 5 reasons to come in. All right, and the last one was this beautiful
LAMAR by Kajal.
Beautiful, man.
Pineapple opening. You got a lot more rose.
I did.
And the florals.
And it stayed, for me, it stayed. I didn't get a lot of that pineapple that you mentioned. I did spray it again afterwards. It's a beautiful fragrance. It is a very nice, soft, fruity opening. But then for me, the flowers were playing beautifully in that fragrance. So yeah, just gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance.
Awesome. Top 5 pick.
That's my top 5.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. That was
actually, you told me behind the scenes before we started shooting, there was one that you do want to give a little special mention shout out, right?
Actually, when we were lining them up, I wanted to have a 6th one, but
I don't know,
should we do it?
I'll just grab it. Okay. This one you said it's got to have just a little special mention, right?
The funniest thing when I first sprayed this, and if you look at the video, I'm a little bit like, oh yes, I like a nice sort of light opening, because on the opening note, I wasn't convinced. I'm like, whoa, this is really different. On the dry down, this baby is.
It turned into what, more of a woody.
It was a woody aromatic. It was oriental in there also. This is a really, and again, the pricing on this will show that to you. Yeah. It's a really well priced, awesome fragrance. And I know, like I mentioned,
for a bottle that big.
For a bottle, and also the fact that they use good quality sandalwood taken from Australia. You know, anyway. But if I'm allowed to,
special mention. We just pop in.
Yeah, special mention.
Special mention. This is the signature, so the classic from Zaharoff. Right. So check that out.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.